Hi guys, this is Rusty 78609 and welcome to the 8 o'clock rush in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's about 8, I don't know, I'll tell you in just a minute. Let me get my mic set up here. Okay, good. It's 8:30 a.m. Traffic's not horrible. I'm cruising along at the ripe old speed of 45 miles an hour. The temperature is 56 degrees. This is Friday morning, April the 27th, I believe. I'm on my way south, probably headed to Valley of the Fires for a few days and then maybe back to Aguirre Springs and kind of make that loop again that I was in, and then possibly rent an RV site by the month. I've mentioned this a couple of times in videos, but we're in the right lane to get to Las Cruces, but we turned before there. We turned left at a little community called San Antonio, New Mexico. But yeah, the 8 o'clock rush wasn't all that bad. I was a little leery of getting to Albuquerque at this time of the morning, but I did want to get to the campsite around noon because you have the best chance of getting a good spot at that time. The later you come after 12 noon, the spots start to fill up, and by 4 p.m. All of the good ones are already gone, and then if you come in after 6 p.m. you just get what's available, if anything. Now, Albuquerque is a big city. I saw a sign back there for the balloon festival. They actually have a balloon festival museum, and they have outside I saw a balloon set up. It was off the freeway about a half a mile. You could see the hot air balloon they had set up. I'm sure it was just a mock-up, but I didn't go there anyway. Because again, I'm traveling. Me and my arrow, bow and arrow, and I are on the road again. Yeah, I would have gone ahead and stayed. I had paid for Saturday and Sunday nights, but I'll get a refund for one of those anyway. But a group of people came in that were just really loud, okay? And, they have as much right to be there as I do, and if nobody controls them, it's not up to me. I'm not the park host, not the camp host, not the ranger. They came by, those people were playing the radio late at night. It's okay. So that's what you run into. That's the real world. But, 2 out of 12 nights were not great, but that's what you run into when you're out here on the road. You don't own it. And different strokes for different folks. They were having fun their way, and I'm having fun my way. And I'm getting 15.0 miles to the gallon, and to me, that's fun. I love these colorful overpasses they have in New Mexico. Instead of just the old concrete like we have in Texas, they paint them, and it's pretty nice. It adds a little flavor, so to speak. But I'm cruising along right now at 60 miles an hour. Speed limit is 65, I think. But all these people are on their way to work, and I'm on my way to play. But I've been there. I never did work much in big cities. I think I worked for, about 3 or 4 years in San Antonio, Texas, way back when. But it was a big city then, and traffic going into the downtown area, which I had to go every day, was hectic. It was, if there had been no traffic on the road from my home out off Interstate 10 to downtown, you could have driven there in 20 minutes. But during traffic, early morning and afternoon, you could triple that. It was at least an hour. That was if nobody did anything stupid. Speed limit's actually 55. Nobody obey. And you know, the thing about speed limits that interests me is that is the limit. That's the max. Okay. Now that means you can go any speed. Now some places have minimum and maximums, but this one doesn't. Pretty drive, just a lot of traffic. We'll be out of it here in a little bit. We'll be through the city. Albuquerque, New Mexico. I don't know what the population is. It says El Paso, 264 miles. Las Cruces, 218 miles. That's on, if you stay on Interstate 25, if you go the way I'm going to go, the back roads, it's a little farther, but I'm not going to Las Cruces anyway. Unless I go to Gear Springs, I may go there shopping. But yeah, we'll go there. We'll go to Valley of the Fires, and I have no timetable. I'll just pay by the day. And if I get ready to go, I'll go. I like that. I like that feeling of freedom. I mentioned it in comment call this morning, but for those of you that are planning on going RVing, or you are RVing now, or travel trailer or camping or whatever you're doing, I promise you during the summer you don't want to be a place that has water, for example lakes or rivers, because they'll be packed. Okay, Albuquerque International Airport is off to the right somewhere. So the traffic will be thinning out a little bit now. Speed limit's still 55. I'm driving 60, and you'd think I was parked. But that's the way it goes. These people are hurrying to work, some of them. Some of them are at work and hurrying to deliver stuff. We live in a busy world. Everybody's busy. And whenever you retire, for the first few years, since you've acquired all those habits of being busy and in a rush and hurry, 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 you just transition those habits right over into RVing. Did I do it? Yep. I was in a hurry. Not a bit. I did. And when I first started. Yep. We'll let this video go a little bit. Speed limit 55. I bought gas for $2.60 a gallon. So we're good on gas. That was the cheapest I've seen, is $2.60. I've seen a lot of signs. Most of them are $2.64 and $2.69. Interstate highways are always in a state of construction. I call it destruction. First they destroy it, and then they rebuild it. Yeah, it's aggravating when they're doing that, but the reward is eventually you do have a nice smooth road. I had a viewer ask me if there any place I would like to go, or any place I would like to be. And the answer to both of those is, I guess, home, wherever that is. Los Lunas 16, Las Cruces 216. Doesn't Los Lunas mean the moon, I think? Fuel right now is 15.2 miles to the gallon. Pretty good. If we could average 14 or above, I'd be tickled pink. That's an interesting saying. Tickled pink. I mean, I've said it for years. I'm sure you have too. I'm tickled pink. Now, where did that one come from? Do you turn pink when you're tickled? Or pickled? Keep right except to pass. That's a good reason, I guess. Hill blocks view. That's quite normal for a hill to block the view. I wonder who came up with that sign. The sign makers. It seems like I get better fuel economy in the hills without the cruise control, because if I drive it myself, it seems like I get a little better. Well, anyway, guys, we have successfully passed through the biggest city on the way back to where I'm going, and I will end the video now. But now we're on a smooth road, finally. But having said that, guys, from just south of Albuquerque, New Mexico, headed to, I guess, Valley of the Fires. But I've got two backups there. The Petroglyph site and the Gear Springs are both open if I go to Valley of the Fires and it's filled up for some strange reason. But you know, it happens. I mean, sometimes there's a group. Some of these RVers travel in clubs, and there may be anywhere from 5 to 50 RVs in their club. Like, for example, Airstream has a group that is a huge group, and they meet at different locations. But as they're going from spot to spot, they take up a lot of space when they pull in. It's like a flock of birds coming in. Have I ever had that happen to me? Yeah, but it wasn't Airstream. It was just a RV club out of somewhere, and it was out west. Went in the RV park, not RV park, but the campground was packed. But having said that, guys, from Pueblo of Islita, or close, this is Rusty78609 saying, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything your little heart desires, anytime you want. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products, because I get a small commission and it doesn't cost you one penny. What else? Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, keep your health. I did a little bit of stretching, but I haven't done my walking. I'll do it when I get to the campground. I'll get it right here. Campground. And I'll be there around noon, I think. But enjoy your life, guys, one day at a time. And if RVing is your thing, just watch my videos for the reality of it, because the plus side is you get to see a lot of new terrain, meet interesting people sometimes. You also meet aggravating people sometimes. Fortunately, the ones that are aggravating are in the very, very small minority. So, there's a lot to be said for it, but again, it's different strokes for different folks. I guess this is the Rio Grande we're crossing here. I think it's a rough little bridge. Let me get on the other side and I'll end the video. Yeah, but stand guard at the door of your mind. Don't let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside your head. And what else? That's it, guys. Do all those things to keep your health, because without your health, you're not going to enjoy anything. Adios, amigos. Enjoy your life. We'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.